why meditation doesn't work for you. You sit down, you close your eyes, you breathe, you try to be present. Maybe you even feel calm for 10 minutes. But then you open your eyes and nothing has really changed. You still react the same way. You still feel anxious. You still go back to the same thoughts, the same fear, the same patterns, the same version of yourself. And then you start thinking, maybe I am bad at meditation. Maybe my mind is too busy. Maybe I am not spiritual enough. But what if that is not the problem? What if meditation is not working for you because you are only calming the surface? But you are not entering the deeper structure that creates your reality? Most people use meditation as a pause button. They sit down to relax, to feel less stressed, to quiet the mind. And there is nothing wrong with that. But if your body is still carrying the same emotional memory, if your nervous system still expects the same pain, if your identity is still built around the same past, then 20 minutes of calm will not automatically change the life you keep returning to. Because the problem is not only your thoughts, it is the state you keep living from. Your body has memorized who you are. It has memorized how disappointment feels, how rejection feels, how stress feels, how waiting feels, how bracing feels, how being unsafe feels. And even when your mind says, I want a new life, your body may still be loyal to the old one. This is why ordinary meditation can sometimes feel like it does not go far enough, because you are observing the old self, but you are not dissolving it. You are watching the thoughts, but you are not leaving the identity that creates them. You are relaxing the body, but you are not teaching the body a new emotional reality. And this is where Joe Dispenza's meditation works differently. Because it is not just meditation for relaxation, it is meditation as transformation. It asks you to move beyond the familiar self, beyond the body, beyond the personality, beyond the story, beyond the timeline of your past, beyond the emotional chemistry that keeps recreating the same life. This is why he speaks about becoming nobody, no one, no thing, nowhere, in no time. Because in that state, you are no longer identified with the dense, fixed version of reality. You are no longer just this person with this problem, this history, this wound, this fear, this diagnosis, this job, this relationship pattern. You become awareness. You enter the field before form, the void, the unmanifest, the unified field, the place before life collapses into the same old story again. And that is the part most people miss. Meditation is not meant to be only a coping mechanism. At its deepest level, meditation is a doorway into the structure underneath reality, the place where you stop being so much matter and become more field, less personality, more consciousness, less survival, more signal, less past, more possibility. And this is why the elevated emotion matters. Gratitude before evidence, wholeness before proof, love before the outside world gives you a reason, freedom before the circumstance changes. That is not just positive thinking, that is energetic rehearsal. You are teaching the body to feel a future that has not physically arrived yet, because the old self says, I will feel safe when life changes. I will feel abundant when the money comes. I will feel loved when someone chooses me. I will feel free when the situation is fixed. But the deeper work reverses that. You begin to feel safe before the evidence. You begin to feel whole before the confirmation. You begin to feel free before the door opens, and slowly the body stops worshipping the past as the only reality. That is why meditation may not be working for you. Not because you are failing, not because your mind is too busy, not because you are not spiritual enough, but because you may still be meditating as the same self who is trying to escape the same life. You are trying to calm the old identity instead of entering the field beyond it. And this is the shift. Do not just meditate to feel better for 10 minutes. Meditate to become unfamiliar to your old self. Meditate to enter the unknown without panicking. Meditate to stop feeding the old story with your attention. Meditate to teach your nervous system that a new reality is safe. Meditate until the body begins to recognize peace as familiar, love as familiar, freedom as familiar, receiving as familiar, wholeness as familiar. Because when your body stops needing the old pain to feel like you, your life has space to reorganize. This is why Joe Dispenza's meditations feel so powerful. They are not just asking you to watch your thoughts. They are asking you to leave the old architecture of self, to enter the void, the unified field, the nothing that contains everything, the place where reality is still soft, still electric, still possible, before it hardens into another repeated story. So maybe meditation has not failed you. Maybe you have only been using it to relax the self you were actually meant to outgrow. And maybe the real meditation begins when you stop trying to manage your old reality and start entering the field where a new one can be born.